Here's a sentence I never thought I'd say in almost 40 years of existence. Hello, soap opera fans? Yes, Gates, the show we needed, the soap we needed. The first week has come and gone, and what an opening week it was. My goodness. I've enjoyed every bit of this. This is my first time actually watching a soap, not just peeping in on it for certain reasons. But it's been wild, and it's going to get wilder. But let's talk about the first week and some of my favorite highlights. So the tone was set with episode 1, especially with one of the central characters, Danny Dupree, played wonderfully by Carla Mosley. So yeah, Danny's the wicked woman, the villainess, if you will, of the show. But already from Jump Street, it's easy to feel for her. After all, she's divorced. Her ex-hubby had many affairs on her, but it's the latest one that broke her because he's marrying Haley, this girl who was a friend of their daughters, and they're moving into her community. So it's no. So what do you expect with Danny cold cocked at the end of that episode? My goodness, but yeah, Carla Mosley, she's killing it. She is just going all out in this, and I'm enjoying it. Case in point, the end of episode 2, that moment where she just grabs what I think looks like a putter, and she just smashes Bill's stuff on his desk. I loved it. It was just amazing, and I think that was the episode where she's instructed, if not ordered, by her parents to attend the wedding, to attend Bill and Haley's wedding, as like a show of like solidarity. I don't know, but it's crazy. It's just really crazy what's been happening. Speaking of crazy, let's get to the highlight of episode 3. A few days before a certain someone had quite a bit of a heel turn, we got one in the end of episode 3. Leslie Thomas, who was introduced in the second episode, and all of a sudden we see her revealed as the woman who ran Laura Pearson off the road, because Laura was the assistant of Nicole Dupree Richardson, Dr. Nicole Dupree Richardson. And all of a sudden, we see this figure enter with this biker outfit and the helmet, which is removed, and there she is. I go, oh my god, we got a crazed villainess already, and it's only episode 3. Yeah, Leslie, she's got some plans against Nicole somehow, and we definitely get a hint of what she's planning later on in the week. But this was just crazy. The Thursday episode to me was the most quiet out of the week. A lot of mayhem happened in the first 3 episodes, and I think Thursday was kind of like a down period for things to be quiet before a possible storm to end the week. And we saw quite a few things. Danny hooked up. Leslie goes into heel mode like that. But the real highlight was Bill and Naomi giving her father a big reason you suck speech. And it's a big one, and it was a long time coming, because in episode 1 we see Naomi and Chelsea. They kind of have differing. Well, not differing. They're both not obviously they're both not happy with their father. But Chelsea doesn't really hate him. She's disappointed in him. Naomi despises him, and despises Haley. And she let him know it. And it was a great thing to see. It was a great thing to see. I just loved that scene. It was just absolutely awesome. And of course, the planned wedding takes place in the Friday episode. And as I entered Friday, I'm thinking, wow, we're 1 week into this. And I think I said it because I think back, I know as much about soap operas as the city of Atlanta does about keeping NHL teams, so they are going to try again. But I do know this. I see a lot of writers do weekly recaps of these shows because a lot of other shows have been around for decades, and it's kind of redundant doing day by day, week by week sounds about right. And the week really ended with a bang, a literal one. So we see Danny actually pleading with Bill to get back. Where I go, what is this? And Bill just demolishes her verbally. So, and Leslie and her daughter at the near end, the daughter's in on it. Eva, she's in on it. The plan was to get Eva in Laura's place, and Leslie's last line, she tells Eva, "You're in your father's house." I go, ooh. So there's some history. There's some history with Nicole's husband, I guess. My goodness. But anyway, that last bit, the wedding takes place. Now we see Danny toss a drink in Bill's face, which is humorous enough as it is. But that last moment, the vows are read, out a gun, and oh man, that's how the week ends. That's how the week ends, with a literal bang. My goodness. I said this before and I'll say it again. This was the soap we needed. And by we, of course, I definitely mean we, because the representations there. Like I said, this is the first predominantly black soap opera in over 30 years, but it's the first one ever created by a black person. We have Michelle Valjean to thank for this. Michelle Valjean has been a writer in soaps for over 30 years, including Generations, the first predominantly black soap opera, which only aired from 89 to 91. She's written for so many soaps, and this is her first baby, and it is just magnificent. But we not only needed this, soap operas needed this, because this really stood out in so many ways above a lot of the stalwarts, like Young and the Restless and Bold and Beautiful, and the ones on other networks like Days of Our Lives and General Hospital. This was needed. This was definitely needed. It's a big boost to that soap opera group. I'm in. This is my jam. It's going to be my jam. So, that is my recap of the first week, the premiere week of Beyond the Gates. If you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe. If you want more, if you're on TikTok and Instagram, feel free to hit that follow button. The link up above is my story on Vocal recapping the first week. Check it out when you can. And regarding Beyond the Gates, until next week.